What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Different Lens podcast. My name is Juan Felipe Sierra. I've been in the entertainment industry for 14 years, and this is...
And I'm Daniel. You're nerd. I like games, movies, music, anime, culture, anime, books. I don't know. Everything.
Music and anime.
Comics.
And comics and anime, and then books and anime.
I think I repeat the same thing every time. Every time I get to the point where I'm just like, music, games, movies, music, games.
Get the fuck out of here.
Gonna have to start making like a rap. Movies, games, music, movies, games.
Greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes.
Yeah.
So what do we have in the docket for
Well, I was
today?
actually gonna ask you that.
Oh,
Last time
me?
I introduced it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't get it to introduce often. But anyways, so this is the third and last part of the trilogy of villains. We started with villains that were right, and we then went to who were the real villains of the story. And now we're going into actors who portrayed the best villains. Some
Sure,
actors that truly gave amazing performances that you're like, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
So we are having a fucking awesome discussion today.
Well, I'll let you take it away since I started the last one.
Yeah.
Um,
And now I regret it.
so go ahead and get started with this one.
So the first one that I have
Objection. I'm just kidding.
it's Kathy Bates as Annie Wilkes in Misery.
Mm.
It's one of the best performances I've ever seen ever in my life ever.
That's a terrifying performance.
Yes.
That is a very terrifying performance.
The most terrifying thing that I think is about that performance is that you have met at some point someone like that. Like if you ever gone to
Obsessive.
a Comic-Con or a lover of certain books or certain music or some different artists, you've seen them be like, and it's like, whoa, like calm down, girl, like, or guy or whatever. Like,
yeah. That unhealthy obsession
yeah.
is it's truly scary. I'm not someone famous by any means, so I don't really know what it looks like from that perspective, like your perspective. Of you go into the Comic Cons and you get to see some people who are like diehard fans, but like, okay, there's a difference between being a diehard fan and being like super obsessed.
Yeah.
Right. Like there's a clear line where it's like I can love a character, but then there's the person that loves the character.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I've run into a few of those. Nothing that gets criminal.
Yeah.
like for example, what happened with Zach Aguilar at one of his events, that there was someone that actually had to be removed from the con because they were stalking him. Or like different, especially
That's crazy.
female like streamers or
Yeah.
artists, stuff like that they get like constant harassing of like from
The
guys.
cosplayers too. Yeah.
Cosplayers, like a bunch of gooner
Yeah.
guys that are just like
Yeah, I mean, we know that they're cosplaying some characters, and then obviously they're very revealing. So, these characters have, the attire that the character wears in the game or the show, whatever, it's extremely revealing. And some, they just happen to cosplay that and they look really good. And then some people are just take it up a notch. You know, one thing is to admire them and say they look great, and then that the cosplay looks fantastic, and recognize that they're beautiful people. But then there's the next step where it's just like following them, stalking them, sending them messages or
death
to the
threats.
point point of maybe saying like, if you don't talk to me, I'm gonna kill myself. Like those things, like they blur the lines into what it's acceptable and what's not. It just goes into that
like awkward level.
Yeah. I have one of the best villains, in my opinion, of all time. Oscar winner Javier Bardem.
Oh hell
with
yeah.
Anton Chigurh
Anton Chigurh
from No Country for Old Men. What an incredible performance that is still to this day studied as one of the best villains in history, like in the movies. He's so good.
And there was a psychological panel that was made by a university that determined that he is the best depiction of a character that is a psychopath.
Everything about his character is so good, and I think we've talked a little bit about some villains in the past in some of the previous episodes.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of those movies that like I can watch him and his performance, like the one about the coin when he's talking to Woody Harrelson, that he knows what's gonna happen. Even the ending, or like when he gets into a car crash and tells the kid, "Give me your shirt," and then it's just I was never here, and then he walks away, and then at the end, inevitably when he comes after the lady, and he's like, "Well, he had a debt," and then he just still goes on and finishes the job. I think it's beautiful performance. Javier Bardem is actually one of my favorite actors. He is fantastic.
Awesome.
Fantastic. And a lot of things that he does, he's really good.
Awesome.
Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. He's such a well-rounded actor that he could be put in any situation in a movie and he could be the best part of that movie. Like when he was the
Yeah.
villain in Skyfall, he was amazing and he had to play him a little bit kookier and a little bit
Yeah.
more crazy. In many, many other projects, he's just a fucking badass of an actor.
Yeah, yeah. The Menendez brothers, the Monster series, the Menendez brothers when he plays the father, very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Going into not so much movies but series now.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. I'll go into another movie. Imelda Staunton as Dolores Umbridge from Harry Potter. Bro, my deepest respect for that woman
Yeah.
for being such a cunt as a character.
Oh shit. For being such a beep of a character.
Oh no, I'll say it.
Great portrayal. Great
Great
portrayal.
portrayal. Like
Yeah.
I believe, I don't know if this is true, but I believe wholeheartedly that there's kids that grew up watching the Harry Potter movies that have acted with her and be like, bro, I fucking hated your character. Like,
Yeah,
you
no,
did
for
such
sure.
a good job that I hate you so much. But no hate to the actress. She was amazing. She got it down pat.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
I still love the scene where she's making Harry write something and it starts like craving in there. Oh, that was fantastic.
When she's like,
That's
I must
phenomenal.
not tell lies. Oh,
Mhm. That was a good performance. Not good. Great
phenomenal.
performance. Yeah.
Because we've all met teachers like that too, where you're like, she looks so nice, but I want to punch her teeth.
Yeah,
And you're
she
like,
acts
"Ugh."
nice. She comes off as a very nice lady
Yeah.
from the get go, and then it turns out that she is this.
Like super racist, elitist. Man.
Yeah. Okay. So since we're staying with movies, I'll give you another movie, which is
Mhm.
going to be. Well, I actually have two more movies. How many movies do you have?
I gave my 2 movies.
Okay.
So now I have series and then anime.
I still have two more movies.
Go
Is this
ahead.
right? I got Hans Landa, which plays Christoph Waltz,
Hell yeah.
in Glorious Bastards. I think it's the whole first scene where he's introduced. I think it's like almost 15 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, where they introduce Hans Landa when he starts talking about to the guy if he's hiding any Jews, and then he's like drinking the milk. Even drinking the milk, such a menacing performance. That's also another performance that is also studied a lot because that he knew all along that I forgot the name the name of the girl that walks away. Is this
Shoshana.
Shoshana?
Au
Au
revoir,
revoir,
Shoshana.
that he knows, even when he's eating the apple strudel with her, that he knows.
Yeah.
There's a sign that he knows because I think he asked for a strudel with that contains milk, and
Yeah.
she's not supposed to, because he knows,
Yeah.
right? And then he watches as like the whole clues, the physicality of it, the way that he portrays himself, right? The body language, everything. Like the character is so methodical, and I feel like not only was really well written.
Extremely.
One of my favorite directors of all time is Quentin Tarantino. He is phenomenal crafting these stories and the way that he crafts these characters, because that character was so well written,
I mean,
incredibly well written.
Christoph Waltz was
But
such a great
yeah.
actor that in interviews, Quentin Tarantino said that he wasn't going to make the movie unless they found the right Hans
Yeah.
Landa. Christoph Waltz, not only being like the right age, the right build, but also knowing 5 languages. Like that guy's a beast.
Dude, he is a phenomenal actor. Again, another Oscar winner, right? And then from Quentin Tarantino movies, because he was also in Django, which is also fantastic in Django.
Oh, yeah.
Christoph Waltz is one of my favorite actors. He is fantastic, and
way
I'm
too good.
hoping to see him again in a project like that because he delivers so well.
There's a moment where he stops being so friendly and he just like transforms his face, that he's just like,
Mm-hmm.
and you see the energy just go,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh my god.
The intensity of everything. I mean, that movie it's a phenomenal movie.
Phenomenal.
The whole scene with the Nazis with Michael Fassbender when they're in the bar. Oh my
with the
God! He's like, I've been pointing a gun at your balls the whole
your
time.
balls
Oh,
the whole time.
that shit was so good.
Yeah. Okay, so I got from Game of Thrones Jack Gleason as Jeffrey Baratheon.
One of the most hated characters of all time.
That character is such a scumbag.
Mm-hmm.
That actor, Jack Gleason, he stopped acting after that character because it really like it hit him heavy. Like it
Yeah.
traumatized him a little bit.
Yeah.
I know like the word trauma is being like overused, but it did leave such a deep scar in his psyche that he's like, I gotta just walk away from this a little bit, you know? But my deepest respect, the fact that he
Yeah.
was cruel, he was menacing at times, he was just petty and vindictive and just an overall disgusting character, but that actor is so good. Like, oh my god,
All
Oh,
while
dude.
being basically a teen.
he was like 17 or 16 or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. The character is not an old character.
No.
It's a young character.
And the
Fucking
fact
great.
that so many people genuinely celebrated that character's death
I
is a
did.
testament.
I did.
Yeah, it's a testament to Jack Gleason giving such a great performance. Like you rarely see those kinds of performances, even in movies, much less in TV. But that guy killed it.
The performance was great, and the character was written so well.
Yeah.
And he delivered everything
Yeah.
on the character to the point where that last episode where he is before he dies, that episode was so cruel. And then until the moment that it led to him
Being
dying.
poisoned.
Oh
Yeah.
my god! And the way he dies and everything, the blood coming out everywhere. Oh my god! It was 10 out of 10.
And I love the fact that
10 out of
you
10.
you see the progression of the poison subtly, because he said, like, he starts doing a speech and he's like and
Yeah.
whatever when and you're like, holy shit, this guy's coughing.
Yeah. It's like building it up until he finally
Like,
starts like like composing whatever it is, and then he dies, and you're like, okay, I have the last movie one before I go into series, and I have one game. So Alonso Harris, Denzel Washington, another Oscar winner
yeah,
from Training Day.
yeah,
Phenomenal movie.
King Kong ain't got shit
Fantastic.
on me.
Yeah, fantastic. So he's a cop that basically manipulates pretty much both sides,
Yeah.
the good side and the bad side, for his own good. And he's so menacing, he's so charming.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I feel like the way that he portrayed the character is unbelievable, because he was so charming, but at the same time so menacing, to the point where you couldn't tell when he was being good and when he was being bad. It's so good.
I love when actors pivot into different kinds of roles, because at that point he was like the pretty boy, he was like a leading beautiful man, and then he was like, okay, I'm gonna do a corrupt asshole of a cop, and I'm just gonna because he had done, I believe, recently right before that movie, he did Malcolm X.
I believe so, yeah.
So he was still like, a very well respected theater actor that was just doing like character actor things, and now you're just like, all right, I'm gonna go.
He
balls to the
expanded,
wall.
he expanded his
range.
And Denzel Washington, for me, one of the most incredible actors of all time. I absolutely love him. I admire him. The way that he has given back to the community, the way that he's given back to other actors, other actors who consistently thank him for everything he's done for them. What a gentleman. So I love Denzel Washington.
Didn't he like sponsor or pay for like
Chadwick
Boseman's? Yeah.
Yeah. So phenomenal person, great human being. So, and then doing theater, doing that, I one of the movies that I went to watch in the movies is Fences, which
it's a great play.
It's a play, yeah, and the movie was beautiful.
And he did the play and the movie, and he got nominated. I think he won a Tony, and then he now got nominated for Best Actor. Yeah. Tremendous.
Yes, tremendous.
So now I'm gonna go into anime, and the first one that I want to say, it's Neil Kaplan as Madara Uchiha from Naruto. Bro, what a fucking performance! Like, to this day, there are people that still ask him to do like his monologue as Madara, and it's such a badass booming just a baritone voice that he just like, so you could see yourself, and
he's one of the greatest villains in anime.
Yeah,
so good. Madara Uchiha is so good.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
And his scenes where he's like just beating the piss out of every village.
Madara
ninja.
and Obito were so good characters. So great characters.
Yeah.
Had a lot of depth.
Yes.
They had a lot of depth, which was phenomenal for the amount of episodes they were in. They were really good. So very good. Those villains that like stick with you. So yeah.
And I love characters that can monologue, like just monologuing villains, and especially like great monologues that you're like, holy shit. Like, I love a good monologuing villain.
There is one scene that I just want to point out. This is a very quick parenthesis from Anthony Starr in The Boys, when the actually not The Boys, but the V's University, whatever. At the very end, when everything like they start attacking each other, and he just lands and he looks at the girl and he's like, "You attack one of your own." And he just like blasted with his eyes.
Yeah.
Dude, that scene, phenomenal, because you show, and everybody's afraid of him. Immediately, everybody becomes tense. Anyways, going now to series for me. I guess I can tie these two together because Better Call Saul, in my opinion, is one of the greatest shows ever made. and I know I liked, what is the name? Breaking Bad. Sorry, Breaking Bad is also one of the best shows ever written. But for me, Better Call Saul was better because it elevated and showed us all the villains before they were in Breaking Bad. So it gave all the backstory of everybody reaching to that moment. And one of my favorites is My Commando as Nacho Varga.
Oh yeah. Oh, that.
He was so good.
Yeah.
My Commando, you're amazing. Dude, that scene at the end when he's going to die, I swap your pillows, and every single day.
Yeah, when you're.
Yeah.
What was it? Hold on.
You think of me.
Yeah, when he's like, when he's like, every day when you're like suckling down on your Jello and whatever in your wheelchair, and you look in the mirror, you think of me. Like that.
But the way,
gravelly,
the way he says it, the way his voice is shaking. Dude. And then just Mike just watching from afar with the sniper, and he accepts it. Dude, I loved Nacho Varga. Great villain who was conflicted the whole time. So it was a villain that started really bad and then starts, builds a conflict, an inner conflict of like, I don't want to do this anymore kind of situation. But I don't want to be for
I have to do this.
Yeah, because I'm already balls deep in this. One of the top guys, so I can't really walk away from it.
Right. He got to the point where he was like, no, don't threaten my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And don't go to my dad. And don't do this with my dad. And Salamanca was like, bro, fuck you. And then he was like, all right, let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have, from My Hero Academia, John Swayze as All for One in the English dub. If you ever want to see, again, a villain monologue and sound Shakespearean, All for One in My Hero Academia. And the music, as soon as he's like the piano, and then it's like, oh, and you see him like come down with a suit, and he's like, oh, All Might. And you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, the voice is so good. His voice is phenomenal in My Hero Academia. Like the way that he sounds so menacing.
Yes.
And the crazy thing is like half of the series he has no face.
Yeah.
So there's no
a lot of time you don't even see his mouth.
Exactly. So it's mostly the way that the voice makes it sound without the face of the character showing any emotion, because you can't see the emotions, but the tone of his voice shows all the emotions without that. And I think that's phenomenal because he was able to convey so many emotions without the character showing any emotions of his face
on the eyebrows or the eyes.
Yeah.
One of the things that I love the most is that John Swayze. I honestly I haven't seen the Japanese for that guy. I saw a few episodes, but like I mainly watched dub, and especially Spanish dub. If you haven't seen it, watch it in Crunchyroll. But yeah, like John Swayze always portrayed as such a gentleman.
Yeah,
like, he's always like eloquent and class and just like, oh, All Might. Seriously, you're doing this? Like there's one where he's like, when it's like the United States of Smash, like he said something like, my dream is to watch your intros strewn across the ground. I was like, there's bars.
There is a lot of monologues from him.
Oh yeah.
Every time he starts talking, it's just like a monologue every time. Yeah. So good.
It's
even when he
awesome.
fights All Might, it's phenomenal.
And like he knows how to make a dramatic entrance. Like he knows how to milk that shit.
For me, and then I'm gonna keep it with Better Call Saul, just because again, some of the greatest villains come from there to translate into Breaking Bad. But Lalo Salamanca, for me, was very good, played by Tony Dalton. So good. So good. When shit starts hitting the fan, and then Lalo comes, he's like, I gotta go to America.
One, right?
Yeah. So fucking good, because he's so charming. And that's the whole thing about those villains that are played like really, really, really charmingly. That like you just feel like they're kind of good because they're charming.
Yeah,
like, they're good, but at the end,
they're fucked up, but you kind of want to go with them.
Yeah. But they're so bad that they can turn in this spot and just kill everybody. And Lalo Salamanca it's a monster. The whole series, the way that he portrays himself, the way he talks, the way that he just always trying to cunning everyone. Very cunning, very good, very well portrayed.
So in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I have two.
Yeah.
I know. I always talk about Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I saw your face. In Full Metal
shit. Here we go again.
Here we go again. One more again. The first one is Ed Blaylock as Fuhrer King Bradley.
Fantastic.
Holy sh! If you want to see a commanding presence, Fuhrer King Bradley. And Ed Blaylock, he had a man's voice. Like,
dude, it's it's a man.
Yeah.
It's like a manly man.
It's like the mustache,
The
the
mustache.
muscles, the fighting ability. There's one
the
scene.
way that he's always like really well portrayed,
Rigid.
like really
Oh,
good.
dude.
He's always like very well.
There's one scene where it's a flashback to the Ishvalan War of Extermination, and
Mhm.
it's when the leader of the Ishvalan surrenders. They tell like he says like, "Oh yeah, like your life is only worth one life.
Mm-hmm.
What about do you think that your life is worth more than everybody else's?" And then they go, "Oh, the hammer of God is like gonna strike you," and then he delivers the greatest thing. He goes, "God, you say? Now this is intriguing." And then he's like, "God doesn't exist. God," but he's like done the entire time. He's like composed. Like he's just spitting facts. Like to him, it's just like what another Tuesday or whatever. Oh,
yeah. He is a great character.
yeah.
He is phenomenal.
And the other character that I have, I don't know if you have one more.
I do.
Okay, sorry. Okay, go.
Yeah, I'm going back to Michael Mando.
Oh shit.
I have another one for
Oh,
Michael
is it
Mando.
the one that I'm thinking about?
Of course, Vas Montenegro
Vaz Montenegro.
for Far Cry.
Yeah.
Do you know what the definition of insanity?
Well,
Doing the same thing over and over,
expecting
expecting.
a different result.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What an incredible performance! Like he is on screen for very, very short amount of times. It's not like he is a villain that is always consistently just shown.
Yeah.
It's very short amount of time, but he was so good that they even made a live action short
live-action
and
short films,
everything.
yeah.
Because of his character being so like I think that was where Far Cry fucked up in the sense that they created such a great villain. That formula was like, okay, we need to have like a massive villain every single time, and then they just failed to deliver on the next ones because I don't know, man. I guess they try to have this formula because it works so well in that Far Cry movie that after that they just wanted to
In the
make
movie?
sure. Sorry, in the game,
Oh.
that they just wanted to make sure that they kind of gets replicated every time. Not to shit on the other ones because I'm not saying that they were bad. With
It's
less
not Vaz
amount,
Montenegro.
with the least amount possible of screen time, and he just made it so iconic.
Far Cry 3 and Resident Evil Village suffer from the same thing. That all of their campaign, all of the stories, all of the thing was around one character.
Mm-hmm.
Far Cry 3 was Vaz, and Resident Evil 8 was Lady Dimitrescu. And then they die in the first like third of the game. And he's
Mhm.
like, "Bro, fuck you. You built it so well. Everybody was in for those characters, and then they just die." So the last character that I
Yeah.
have, it's also from Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
It is Eric Vale as Solth J. Kimley.
Piece
Like
of shit.
he is one of my
Yeah.
top 5 of Full Metal Alchemist.
Mhm.
I love that character because in every single situation is either he's extremely logical or he's a fucking feral animal.
Yeah.
And I love the duality of it because
Yeah.
even towards the end of the story with Greed, no, not with Greed, with Pride, that Pride is trying to jump into Ed's body, and then he goes, no, take Pride. You're a prideful creature. You're the embodiment of pride. Die in your own body.
Yeah.
Die with honor or whatever. And then there's a level of non-maliciousness that he
Mhm.
has where he's like, especially towards the brothers when they're like, no, we're trying to get our bodies back without killing anyone. And then he goes, have you considered that both of those dreams could not happen?
Mm-hmm.
You could fail at both if
Yeah.
you don't take the necessary steps.
Yeah.
And you're like, they could fail. Holy shit. They're at war.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I feel like a lot of anime have given us some really, really good villains
Oh, yeah.
across the board. I was actually thinking, Jujutsu Kaisen has some really good villains.
Bro, Sukuna.
They have some really good villains. Toji, having such a small amount of screen presence, but being so memorable that like you remember and you're like, dude, every time Toji was on screen, it was phenomenal. Every single fight scene, it
It's
was
awesome.
incredible.
When what's her name? Well, the little girl is
Mhm.
walking and she goes, take my hand, and she goes, no.
It is
Ah.
absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
The villains there are really, really good. What's the name of the one
Jogo.
that has the scars?
Oh,
the white hair.
Yeah.
Shit, man, I can't remember his name.
I know.
He is fantastic too.
I hate that
He-
character so good.
I
It's
know.
so good. I hate him.
I know. Doesn't he take the girl with the nails? He kills her, right? That's the one?
I'm not gonna spoil it for you.
What do you mean? She was right now in season 2.
She's hurt.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought she's dead. Well, she's gonna die.
I'm not gonna
I
spoil
don't
it
know.
for you. I'm not
I,
gonna
don't-
spoil
I
it
know
for
you
you.
read the manga and
Yes,
stuff like that.
I'm not gonna spoil it.
I just started season 3, so very good.
I haven't started season 3. I need to watch it. I need to
I
watch it.
know.
I need to watch
Well,
it. I'm
you
sorry.
watched the manga. I mean, you read the manga, but starting the season 3 was like really good. It's
Yeah.
like it immediately goes into it.
Balls.
Yeah,
to
dude,
wall.
dude.
Yeah, I love it.
What's the name of the guy with the sword?
Yuta.
Yuta.
Yuta
Oh my
Kotsu,
god, when
yeah.
he lands, oh my god!
Yeah.
In the anime, they just made it so good. It's so impactful. Like that's one thing I really love about like when like games and anime do really good job of like making the hits really feel like they hit,
Oh yeah.
right? Like for example, one of my favorite games of like fighting games is Tekken, and like when they hit, you
Yeah.
feel like there's a hit.
Because there's like a shake. And
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a
It's not just you lift them up so easily. Now it's like you feel like there is a hit every time, or like when they fall on the floor breaks. This guy's a giant falling, I guess, because
Yeah.
it breaks the fucking floor immediately.
There's
So
one.
Jujutsu Kaisen does that so well.
They do it so well, and also My Hero does it really well.
Mhm.
Especially there's one punch that
Yeah.
that All Might has, not only United States of Smash, but also in the first movie. Yeah, in the first movie where you
Yeah,
like, it's Deku and All Might, and they have that like pillars going,
Mhm.
and he goes wow, and you see the whole thing just buckle, and you're like oh,
yeah,
like
yeah.
you feel the hit.
Yeah. All Might. And that's what I always say in all the episodes you probably see me talk about All Might. I want to see just something where All Might just is All Might for like give me a whole entire All Might movie or
Movie,
series
yeah.
where like he is just being All Might, like you get to see him be the symbol of hope. Yeah, we get towards the end of his career, but I want to see his career.
Yeah.
Because, dude, every time he was on screen was so good.
Yes.
So good. And then you felt every single punch, every single time that he was like, Texas Smash!
And bro, Christopher Sabat as All Might is just phenomenal.
I know. We're going from villains to like a
To
hero,
heroes.
but that's the power of the great delivery or like a great performance
Yeah.
to the point where you're like, it's unforgettable. You get to a point where you're like, I can't just simply go and ignore the fact that he was so that good
Mhm.
that I just, you had to talk about it. Do you have anything else? Another
No,
one?
we went through this pretty fast. I mean, most of the stuff that we've talked about, like everybody knows, or most people could be like, oh yeah. So we didn't really have to like defend our points or whatever. But I just love really good actors that portray really good villains,
Mhm.
like Gary Oldman, like Mark Strong. Mark Strong is the premium villain actor. Like not only he's done like in Sherlock Holmes movies,
Yeah.
he's also been the villain in like now the Legend
Shazam.
of Vox Machina, Shazam. He is such a great bad guy. Such a great bad guy. I love him as when he plays bad guys because he always plays them with like there are so many actors and voice actors that portray really like Great Delisle as Azula or Mark Hamill as the myriad of villains that he's done. He's awesome.
Tons of villains.
Tons
So
and
yeah.
tons and tons.
Overall, there are some actors that just embody the role of the villain so good. It's very hard to imagine someone else playing those roles because of how good they were, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's the beauty of making the characters so well, like a really well written character first of all, and then elevated by an incredible performance. So overall, I think there's tons of villains. If I had a chance to play somebody, I would like to play a villain.
Hell
I
yeah.
wouldn't like to play a hero. I don't know. I just like to play a villain.
I loved playing Spinner, and funny thing is that when Roms was directing me, he told me like every time you play Spinner, you have fun. Like you just go all out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, all right, yeah, because he's a crazy fucking guy. So it's
Yeah.
like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And even when he's like, he started being more like, like a little bit like, I'm planning, and I'm like, oh yeah, like give me that.
Yeah, but like I guess it's because of that. Because the craziness allows you to go a little bit more out compared to like heroes tend to be a little more reserved, more like I'm gonna be good. There's not
rigid, yeah.
Yeah, usually you don't get a hero that's crazy.
Yeah, correct.
Like
I mean, unless you have Moon Knight.
yeah, but like even then, like he's still like the moon.
The moon.
He's not like necessarily he doesn't always like go all the way out, which I think is one of those cool things. Like they should do more heroes that are just fucking nuts.
Oh yeah.
Like they're just crazy. Like for example, Hancock, he was really cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was really cool because he was not your typical hero. He was just a drinker and all this. He was
An
messy.
alcoholic, yeah.
Yeah, so I like those type of characters that just go out and they're messy. More so than the villain just being crazy. Like a hero that's just fucking crazy. And everybody's like, oh my God, I'm scared of this hero. Like he's good, but I'm kind of scared. Anyways, where can they find you in social media, man?
You can find me as Juanfe Sierra Cortez, anywhere, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and PSN. You can find me as Juanfe Sierra Co. What about you, brother?
Dan Valder everywhere. And then on PSN, the same thing.
All right.
And then Different Lens Podcast and TikTok, Instagram, and
YouTube.
YouTube. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in every other Monday at 7 p.m. on Eastern Time. Peace.